morning, I want to tell you the story about Joshua and Caleb, two young men who entered the land as spies. What happened? Moses sent 12 spies into the land to survey it and give back a report. 10 spies gave negative report. Only 2, Joshua and Caleb, brought back a positive report. What did Moses tell them? He said, go into the land and survey the land. Watch out and bring back report. And they brought negative report. Only Joshua and Caleb came with a positive report. What did they do? 4 lessons for you and I this morning. Firstly, faith involves risk. Trusting in God's promises involves risk. When you and I trust God's promises, we trust Him with everything, 100%. That's the trust we need to have. And Joshua and Caleb did exactly that. They trusted God. They entered the land of Canaan, not knowing what's going to happen, but yet they trusted God. And that's the trust, that's the faith you and I require. Secondly, faith can be costly. You know, when Joshua and Caleb came back and gave the report and said, we can take the land, people around in the assembly wanted to stone him. It's costly. Luke chapter 9 verse 24 and 25 says, Jesus says, take up your cross and follow Him. Following Jesus is a costly deal. Thirdly, third lesson, faith always looks to God. Joshua and Caleb teach us, instead of looking at our problem and our challenges, we turn our eyes and look to God. They looked at God's character instead of looking at their problem. They fixed their eyes on God rather than fixing on the problem. And lastly, faith requires a period of waiting. Joshua and Caleb didn't enter the promised land. It took them 40 years to wait. The Bible says then they were 85, they entered into the promised land, the land which God promised them to give it to them. But Joshua and Caleb chose to trust God in their waiting. This morning, you and I live in a world where we need more Joshuas and Calebs to rise up and live a life of faith and be an example for Jesus as we follow Him closely. So let's rise and be Joshua and Caleb. God bless you.